Hey, it's Age here. Today we're taking a look at technical analysis for Bitcoin. I'll cover wave analysis with Elliott Wave theory and provide multiple scenarios the price may take and explain why I prefer one count over another. Let's take a look at the different possibilities. Starting on this 15-minute time frame, and the counts are starting from around this 32.5k area down to these 17.5k area. Then we're going to be looking at this local structure, why it could be. Now overall, I will explain this multiple times, so we have a couple of different scenarios for this overall structure here. One is saying that we have a 1, 2, 3, currently making the 4, or wave 4 is done, and then looking for this last leg of wave 5. This is basically the same scenario, just different substructure here. Then we have other ones where we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, where we have the wave 4 already complete, but this is again not that likely. I don't really like this either. The wave 4 here is very small compared to wave 2, which is definitely unlikely. One scenario again is even more bearish, saying that we have a third here of this subminute count, and again the right look is definitely not there. Although this substructure all the way down here looks very good, but again, structure of this size is definitely not comparable to the same structure that we had for this minuet 1 here, right? So that's why I don't prefer this one. Now there is some count, or a count, that is saying that we could be saying that we have a wave 5 here. We could, for example, use this count as a reference, say that we had a wave 4 here and a wave 5 here. We could split this into wave or 5-way structures here, but again, at that point we would be looking more bullish, and I do have that bullish scenario presented or option available here on the local time frame. Now let's zoom in a bit on this one. So again, loads of 17.6k down here. Starting with the bearish scenario, we have a couple of different options here. One is saying that we have a 3-way move here, something like this, or something like this, whichever works for you. I think this looks pretty okay as a 3-way move. Now at this point, we would be looking for either this being a 5-way move downwards, or we would be looking for a connector wave for this larger structure, trying to connect again this larger structure here upwards. So currently I would look this as more like a 3-way move here, a possible again 3-way move down here. We have not gone above these highs that we had here around yesterday at 20.8k, but I would assume those are going to get taken out before we are going to be reverting down, if we are doing that at all. So we would have something like this here. At that point, if that happens, then we would be most likely looking at around the 0.5 or the golden pocket, most likely the golden pocket, as it has better look overall, and this substructure here would get most likely a 1-to-1 extension right around that golden pocket area. So again, I've labeled this as a bearish count, as this would be a combination of corrections, but there's no certainty of yet what this could be. There is a way to label this as bullish as well, so let's take a look at that. In here we could be labeling this as a 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. It is, I feel like, less likely that this is a 5-way move, but again it ends up here. We do not get to the 1.618 here for the wave 3. We are getting close, but again not that likely. So this 5-way move, I've labeled it as a possibility of being a wave 1 or a wave A. Now wave A would be overall more bearish, same as basically this other one that I presented earlier, saying that we have this kind of structure, or most likely if this is indeed the 1-2 scenario, then we would be looking for that third leg to rise higher, more likely to that 1.618 here around 25.5k. Now before we get into that area though, I would feel like that we need to come down a bit. Now again, as explained on the bearish scenario in here, we could be making this substructure here. Now it is possible, I guess, to label this first structure here as an A wave, B wave and C wave. However, let's zoom in a bit, 5 minutes. We would have to say that we have a 1, 2 here. So this would be a 3, 4 and 5. Or there is an alternate way to looking at this as not being a C wave at all. I guess we could be looking this as a WXY. So at that point again, it would be easy to, or at least easier to say that we have 5, 3 and 5, a simple zigzag here for the WXY, or ending the wave Y here. Now in here, this looks pretty okay as a zigzag. Although again, counting the subway structure right inside here would be or could be a bit troublesome. Now it is possible that instead of this A point here, we are indeed creating this ABC structure here, as we did hit the minimum target of 0.618 right here on the bottom at around 19.75k. So again, we could be doing something like this. A bit too early to tell for me. I do like to think that this is, or this could be a 5-way move. It does have some characteristics on it. We see that, let's go back to 15 minutes. That on 15 minutes we do have some kind of low here on RSI. We do have some kind of divergence between these two lows, but again it could be a 5-way move here, 3 and 5, which would be better in the sense of extensions. I feel like it is probably around 1-to-1 extension. Yeah, 1-to-1 extension right on the dot here. So yeah, definitely extension wise looks like a 3-way move. Then another 3 waves. So I guess WXY would fit this whole structure a bit better. So let's do that here instead. Now this structure that we've had since today, or is this, yeah, just start of the day or end of yesterday, we did have this structure that looks 3-wave to me. Another possible 3-wave, and this could be another 3-wave. If it ends here, let's see what kind of extension we have. I don't think it's going to 1-to-1 yet. Nope, not yet. So it is possible that we are going to take out these highs. Indeed, if we are going to take out these highs around 20.9k and do swing failure pattern coming down, we could be looking for short setups for sure. Overall, let's take a look at the volume as well while we are here. We're still battling with this volume profile or volume node with the point of control right below us. So let me delete some of these, we don't need them for now. So yeah, even getting up above this would mean that we are facing less resistance as we are going up higher. There is some other node here at 21.2k ish that we need to take over, as we did on this high here. But again, if we are looking to get higher prices, then we could definitely do something like this. Now there is a case again on the counts that I showed you here, in which we could continue higher. The 38.2 is right around 22.6k ish, right around where this wave 4 ends, the previous wave 4. So it is possible that we extend the wave 4 up here higher, create this three-way structure here to get up to these levels. At that point again, I would be more bearish, especially if we get that 5-wave move downwards. I am still overall bearish on the higher time frame, but currently this structure is not giving too many clues. It can be interpreted in many ways. But I feel like that is pretty much everything I want to share today on Bitcoin. We could be looking at that higher pump up higher for the end of the week, and then just ranging the rest of the weekend. But again, last weekend we did have a quite good action, so maybe the weekend will have some volatility in it again. But again, that is pretty much everything I want to share today. If you have other accounts you would like to share, there's a link to my Discord server in the description below. If you would like me to update a certain other asset, let me know in the comments below. And for now, I thank you for watching and hope you have an amazing rest of your day. See you in the next video. Bye bye.